things that make no sense for Americans. What's up, guys? It's Jacob. Today we are checking out a good collection of my fellow countrymen and women absolutely confused and not really sure what is going on with your guys' continent. So it should be some good laughs. Also, probably a couple of cringe moments for me personally. Maybe I might learn a couple of things. I'm assuming I probably know a lot of these, but I'm always surprised. Anyway, smash like button. Let's dive in.
European things that make absolutely no sense as an American who's exclusively dated European men for some reason. You know,
you're a liar!
Definitely dated American men. You're wearing an American hat. All right, let's keep going.
they don't have black coffee over there. I feel like it's the most basic coffee thing. I don't know why they don't have it. I don't like it. America.
Stupid.
They do have I've seen like black drip coffee in Europe videos plenty of times. What are you talking about? They don't have black coffee. Of course they do. What the fuck?
The heavy eye contact when you like cheers with your drink. It's so intense and scary. In England specifically, people are always yelling at each other and getting into fights. In America, one of those people is gonna have a gun. You don't want to do that. There, no fear. It's crazy.
People just be getting in fights all the time? I don't know about that. All right, first comment. The Running Owl says, you gotta order a coffee black.
Are you serious?
Okay. Yeah. Did she not try that? I don't know in what country in Europe you were, but here we have black coffee. Weirdest thing is how if you need medical treatment, they just treat you without insisting you fill out 10-page insurance forms. Is this Europe in the room with us? Sam here says, Finland drinks black coffee by the liter. Some of the best filter coffee I've had was in Denmark. UK, does that say? My eyes are so bad. Colleagues, I think. And I had a regular black coffee spot. So, okay, my intuition was correct on the black coffee statement. But all right, let's keep going. What else are people confused about?
Americans are sharing things that Europeans do that make zero sense. And honestly, after just coming back from Europe, I can't disagree with any of these. This person's Canadian, but they shared that it's always baffled them that some Europeans consider a half hour's worth of driving a long time. That wouldn't even get me out of the area I'd consider local. This one will always baffle me. I don't think I'll ever get used to it. Having to pay for the bathroom in public spaces in Europe. Another person shared, no AC, sure, fine, but then no screens on your window so all the bugs get in. Not sure this is all of Europe, but definitely the UK. I've always been curious how carbonated water became the default in many places. I agree. I don't know, like I would rather drink tap water over sparkling water. Share with me all your thoughts on this in the comments below.
All right. No screens plus no AC would be death by mosquito down here in Florida. Yeah, I don't think they have a ton of mosquitoes up in the UK. Like, I'm sure they're there definitely during the summertime, but like all year round, like Florida, probably not. UK is not all Europe.
One thing I'll never understand about the country of Europe.
Another person who is visiting the great nation of Europe. Let's see what they have observed about our super society.
Is how there's so many unemployed people. Like, what do you mean it's the weekend and you're just sitting here not working?
You mean like you?
You mean like you? What did he just say? It's the weekend and nobody is working? This has got to be like, this is rage-based, right?
Observed about our super society.
Is how there's so many unemployed people. Like, what do you mean it's the weekend and you're just sitting here not working?
You mean like you? Well, I mean, of course, nobody in Europe works because we spent so long investing all of the money that we took from everywhere else in the world, so that nobody here needs anything. We just pretend we have issues to make you feel better about yourselves.
Not sending emails, not putting some work in. Like, I'm confused because I'm sitting here and all I can think about is work.
I'm a very strong believer that this is a you problem.
But everybody else, they look so like happy and peaceful.
What, dude? What is going on? Because the way that he approached the guy making the video, or the first guy, not the what's his name, MT Swan. Oh, Matthias, fucking hilarious. Absolutely love that guy. But this guy that made the video, he came in very like what's wrong with y'all? And then proceeds to be like, oh, just out here enjoying yourselves, being peaceful, happy. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude.
You tell him about all of the 4-day work weeks. We don't want to rub it in their faces that we have work-life balance in Europe. Not everybody, some people are psychos, but most of us would like a good work-life balance, mostly life.
I don't know, maybe America is just like different, but Yeah, this place is not real.
Honestly, my friend, America is very different, yeah. And I know this is probably satire, so I will share some seriousness at the end of this video. I'm very sorry for you Americans. You have been so all-encompassed by this capitalism that there is no sight onto what is enjoyable of life. In Europe, although it is still a struggle, yeah, it's not easy, we would rather live our lives and say, screw you to the people that we work for. And, look at France. They take a whole month off in August. They don't do any work. I respect this. We should all be a little more French. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said this.
One thing I'll
You're
never
a liar!
Oh, man, that's hilarious. Not working on the weekend. Is America a prison? I'm so confused. He's complaining about people not working on a weekend? Yeah, that shit blows my fucking mind. What the hell? I want to work less on the weekend, and I do work on the weekends. And I know you guys are probably like, you're an idiot working on the weekends. Why do you work on the weekends? I'm self-employed, so I'm pretty much always working. So that's one thing. All right, he's complaining that people don't work on the weekend. Okay, kind of same thing. I think everyone's a little pissed off about that one. All right, let's keep going.
Weird things Europeans do. Part 5.
What the hell was that? What is she doing there?
Weird things Europeans do.
She does it slow. She does the cross-eyed slow. I just fucking crossed my eyes to like thousands of people. Oh, wow. All right, let's go. Weird things Europeans do.
Part 5. This one's more like a really smart thing that Europeans do. The price you see for something at the store is the price you pay.
You guys
Yes, including tax. Doesn't that just make so much more sense?
That was it? Okay, yeah, that's a really good one. I was super surprised when I first found that out. And also really, really jealous because it's so annoying. I swear, Americans just do everything the most inconvenient way possible. Honestly, I can't believe America exists at this point. It doesn't. It's fake. Wait, this is not normal everywhere? I love how a European here is like coming to the realization that not everyone does that.
An American moved to Belgium, and the doors here are not only dangerous, but they also make 0 sense. I'm going to show you. So this is the door closing, okay, into the apartment. There's no twist lock. So every time you have to come and put the key, twist, twist to lock, right? Okay. In the US, normally you just have a double bolt, so you don't need your key at all, and you just twist, okay? Here's why it's dangerous. Let's say that I leave, okay? I'm leaving for work, bye, okay? I shut the door and I lock it. And my girlfriend or someone else is still in the apartment. They are now locked in. They're locked in because if it's locked on this side, if it's locked on the outside, then they're literally stuck. If there's a fire, if there's an emergency, if you don't have a key, then you're fucked.
Is this true? I think I'm a little taken back because this is one of the first times in a while that something has come across that I'm not too familiar with. And he is kind of making a valid point. There's got to be something around this, right? There's got to be like another way. Because what if there was a fire or something, you didn't have your key or you couldn't find your key and you had to get out? Good point, but I feel like I'm missing something.
If it's locked on this side, if it's locked on the outside, then they're literally stuck. If there's a fire, if there's an emergency, if you don't have a key, then you're fucked. It just doesn't make any sense to me. There's no logic, and I don't know how that's not like a safety hazard. Because when you leave for the day, let's say I go to lock the door from the outside, I can always just unlock it from the inside and get out. But here, if you live with more than one person, everyone needs to have their keys on them pretty much at all times in case anything goes awry.
So you have to keep your keys
that's
like in your pocket at all times?
With Belgian doors. So hope you guys enjoyed. And
all right, the doors don't make sense. I'm sorry. At least he added a I'm sorry in there. All right, 2 solutions. This is the first comment. 2 solutions. 1, be rational and don't lock the door when someone is inside. 2, have a spare set inside the apartment. Okay, so this is real. This is 100% real. All right, this kind of blows my mind. This is a pretty crazy thing. Why would you lock the door when you or someone is in the apartment? To keep I guess you guys don't have break-ins, so you don't have to worry about it. I mean, we don't. I mean, break-ins are really rare, but I mean, like when we go to bed, we're in the house. We lock all of our doors before we go to sleep. So I don't know. Someone says I'm too European for this. That was an interesting one. That one really caught me off guard. I was not ready for that. All right, let's keep moving along.
Hello, you're American? Okay, what? You need direction to the nearest cathedral? Look around, they're everywhere. You just want to chat? Why don't you put your earphones in and listen to the Rogan podcast or whatever you people do? It is new. What do you mean you've been up for 6 hours? I got up an hour ago. I'm on my way to work. You go to work at 8? It's just usually at 8, my chocolate cigarette has entered my dream and is tugging at me like, please come and have me. Come and smoke me and then eat me. Yeah, but you're a loser. What do you even do at work? You answer email? What do you do? You sit around? You play word game on your computer? I go into work, 45 minutes, talk to my friends, make connection, make people laugh, do a little bit of maybe fun game, talk to the boss, make sure I show face. And I make a beeline to the Electro Club Dance Party Bonanza with my boss. It is a good arrangement. You don't know what the Electro Club Dance Party Bonanza is? You are coming with me tonight. If you would like to come to the Electro Club Dance Party Bonanza, the new merchandise has been released on the Klaus store.
Hilarious.
Get them before Christmas. Okay, whatever, bye.
Absolutely love this guy. He makes me crack up. You should start a series of Klaus trying American things. That would actually be pretty funny. Klaus is the personality hire. Electric Club Dance Party Bonanza sounds like a blast. I want to go to the Electric Club Party Bonanza. All right, moving on.
These are things in Spain that don't make sense. Numero uno, bacon. Bacon here is literally so cheap. In the States, that'd be like $6. Numero dos, Coca-Cola. So expensive. This is $17 for 24 pack. In the States, that'll be like max $4. Numero tres,
no, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Milk. They do not keep their milk in the freezers. It's just a bunch of warm milk. Numero cinco, cookie dough. They don't have cookie dough. They don't even have it. Numero seis,
no cookie
bagels.
dough?
Guys, again, they don't have bagels. They do not have them.
Oh my god. I love my bagels. They have no bagels?
See where they would be? Or like right here. But they're not there. Numero siete is sodas. As you can see, they mainly have Coke products, and then you see down there is Mountain Dew. They only have Coke, Sprite, Fanta, and Mountain Dew. Oh, and I forgot Pepsi. Numero ocho is fruits. They are pretty cheap compared to the US prices.
Way cheaper. First comment, 17 euros isn't $17, bro. All right, Yasmin Sue says, actually, that does make sense. Junk food is expensive and healthy food is reasonably priced. The way things should be.
Are you serious?
I wish that it was that way for us. It's complete opposite. The good food is expensive and the junk food is extremely cheap. Gosh. What Americans do when shower gel is finished. I know, I need to get some more. Honestly, kind of a genius idea. I've never done it before. I usually just always have a second one right next to it, ready to go once the first one runs out. Somebody says, don't everybody do that? Another one, doesn't everyone do that? I don't. I've never, maybe I did that when I was a kid one time. My mom be using every single tester and gel she stole from hotels, shampoos, dishwasher gel instead of buying a new one. I don't know what that means.
Things that I believe would send an American into a coma. Number one, the fact that there's no air condition anywhere. They're not gonna survive the European summer heat. Number two,
Not true. Not true. I've looked up the statistics on air conditioners across Europe, and I think the lowest one was probably of course, the north of Europe, like UK, but it was still hovering around 30 or 40% of air conditioning. Farther you go south, it's 60, 70, even 80% in some places. So, yeah, let's keep going.
You're not gonna be able to get a matcha, cha-cha, matcha latte everywhere. If you want an iced coffee, it's gonna be ice with coffee. Another thing is that they often serve lukewarm water at restaurants. In most places,
That's how I like my water.
Stupid.
That's how I like my water.
you also have to pay for that water. In Europe, we often don't go out until after midnight. and then we will stay out until like 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning. But here in the US, a lot of places close at like 2 a.m. Anyways, here's the final makeup look for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Okay, that's beautiful. Love your makeup. Europe equals many different countries with many different ways of living. Please, Americans, you should know this by now. It's not true. If you want iced coffee, you order a Freddo, and the water is free almost everywhere, especially in cafes. We have AC everywhere. It's more unusual if a place doesn't have it. Okay, thank you. Somebody came in and backed me up on that one. Second guessing myself there. I'm like, pretty sure I saw that. Pretty sure I remember that. All right, let's keep going. Razors are kept under lock and key. Okay. She's going a little fast here. I can't really read these. Vapes are available down the aisles of a grocery store. Colorful and at the perfect type for kids to what? Steal them? They probably can't buy them. No? The teabag plate. Just, okay, this is why you don't have that many views. The teabag plate. Just throw the bags in the trash. Light switches outside the bathroom. Why? All right. I don't have many thoughts on that one. Let's see what else we got. Things that are normal in Germany but weird in the US. Children's money? You get paid for being a kid and going to school. Miss this a lot. You don't have to pay it back. What? Kids get paid money in Germany? When's this from? 2022. They still do that? That's crazy if they do. You have to pay for public restrooms. Not sure why. Gets super annoying. Not a fan. Legal drinking age is 16. Only beer and wine though. Supposed to teach kids how to be responsible. Germans don't even recognize beer as alcohol. I can get down with this. I don't know. I mean, I know that there is like the way that you guys do it with your kids, like introducing them into alcohol slowly, like letting them have a sip of beer, a sip of wine, able to have one every now and then once they're 16. Probably better than like what we do and we have to wait until we're 21, which most people drink before they're 21, but then you turn 21 and you just go get absolutely shit-faced and like drink way too much. The culture of drinking over 21 like bars is really, really strong because nobody's ever been able to do it their whole life. So yeah, I think I like your guys' way better. Everything is closed on Sundays. All right. I can't wait to see some castles. All right, kids get paid to go to school. I gotta see some of the replies on here. They didn't have that when I was little. I would hate that so much. Their parents probably pocketed it. All right, bathrooms are so much cleaner in Germany, though. I loved it, even if you had to pay a really small amount. Yeah, if we can clean up public bathrooms by making people having to pay like $1, I'm all for it. I've always said we should get paid to go to school. I don't know if I believe that, though. German kids get paid to go to school?
The craziest things that I think that people in Germany do, or Germans, or Europeans, the one thing that they do is that they know it's cold outside. It is freezing outside. And they will be like, oh, well, it's time to open the window and let in some fresh air. What's wrong with y'all? What you mean fresh air? There's nothing fresh about the air making my nipple so hard that it can cut glass. Like, it is actively cold. Like, you need a sweater. You need a jacket. You need a hat. You need gloves. And then the people here in Germany are just like, oh, you have to do the loosen because the air makes it fresh. And so you can breathe and be healthy. Oh, I want to die. I want to die right now. It's cold. My genetics, I know. It's hard to believe I have a black mommy and a black daddy and a black grandpa and a black grandpa and a black. But my genetics are not made for this type of weather at all. And I got people inside the house going, I'm just going to open the window really quick. No, you know how Americans are. You know what we do when we get angry.
That's hilarious. I actually do this. That's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It's fucking freezing in here right now. All right, girl, this is regular American person during winter. That's actually kind of true. Some people do wear shorts. Me right now. Also, your guys' windows are way cooler. We've definitely seen that. Live, love, lufted. It's 3 degrees Celsius or 37.4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the vibe. Open that window. Oh yeah.
Weird things Europeans do.
Oh, we got the eye girl again.
There's 3. The period and the comma are going to be switched in numbers. So $5,000.75 is going to be written like this.
What? I don't. Is that real? That's how you guys write $5,000.75? That's crazy.
I probably should have used an example with euros, but you get the point.
Yeah, we get the point. God, I can't look at those eyes. Let me see if this is real, because this is another one. Guys, I was so surprised. I didn't think there was going to be anything that I didn't know. There are, though. In the UK, we do 3,050. Okay. I live in Finland, and I only use 5,98 euros and 5,000,75. So he doesn't put a period in front of the 5. So many different ways to write it. Almost all the world write numbers like that. Someone says, not true, honey. Someone says, weird things Americans do. They switch the comma and the period in numbers. So you would get 5,075. Or should I use dollars? Just the perspective. That's actually pretty funny.
I'm in Europe for 6 hours, and so far I've learned that Europeans do not understand personal space bubbles. They like...
You've been in Europe for 6 hours, and you think you understand the personal space?
Won't they do?
Lean over you, and people move you places, and it is so jarring.
That is...
I hope he absolutely roasts her right now. Obviously, you've never seen, like, Finland. Pretty sure you're not going to have to worry about your personal space there.
It's really impressive that you've been in Europe for 6 hours and you've already managed to learn about every single country's culture and customs and how all of them don't understand personal space. Because as we know, every single European country is the exact same. The Scandinavians are no different to the Italians, and the Russians, they're no different to the Spanish at all. Every single European from the whole continent, by the way, it is a continent, it's not a country, behave the exact same way and do the exact same things. But it does surprise me that people from the US think that Europeans have no sense of personal space when, to me, I feel like that's something that we're known for. At least in Northern Europe and the United Kingdom, it's very much a thing. If you go on a bus or a train in Scandinavia, it's shameful to sit next to someone if there's a free space. Or if you're on the tube in London, it's shameful to try and speak to anyone that you don't know. But because we care so much about personal space, we are willing to push people out the way to make sure that they move. And that's maybe what happened with you. Because American tourists just love to stop and go, oh my god, look at that castle. That castle is amazing, isn't it? Like Hogwarts, isn't it? Like Hogwarts, Bernie. And while they're doing this... Shots fired!
Oh, great American oppression.
They basically take up the whole path. So it's no surprise that someone might move you out the way.
All right. I was in Europe too. How come we didn't meet? What the fuck? I've been to Europe where? Like, oh my god, just say the country. 6 hours. So the airport, the train, and whatever Starbucks you managed to find. Yeah, you're like in the most populated commuting areas and people were invading your personal space. That's absolutely, this is crazy work. People invade your personal space in America. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Appreciate you watching. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.